Well, today's just not a good day for Bryan Callen because he's been dropped by his talent agency. This article from the LA Times, once again, the LA Times. Comedian Bryan Callen dropped by agents at CAA, Innovative Artist. There's Bryan Callen right there. By Amy Kaufman. After multiple women recently accused him of misconduct, Bryan Callen has been dropped by his talent agents. The 53-year-old had been represented by the Creative Artist Agency for Comedy and Innovative Arts for Acting, but a CAA spokeswoman confirmed this week that Callen is no longer a client at the company, where his agent was Justin Edbrook. Steve Muller, who worked with Callen at Innovative, also does not have the actor on his talent roster anymore. It has been 3 weeks since four women told the Times that Callen had been inappropriate with them. One of them, Catherine Fiore Tigerman, alleged that Callen, did what he did. He's refuted all that, as we all know. So, a couple of days after the accusations, Callen were published on July 31st. He posted a video on Instagram promising fans he would not lay low or post a statement and disappear. He did, however, announce that he would take a leave from his podcast, The Fighter and the Kid, which he co-hosted with UFC heavyweight turned comic Brendan Schaub. In Callen's absence, Schaub continued to host the podcast with special guests and said he was refraining from sharing his true thoughts about allegations because it was only going to hurt Bryan. Cast Media, which represents the podcast, told the Times it has no association with Callen and is not aware of any plans for him to return to The Fighter and the Kid. But then 1 week ago, Callen announced that he and Schaub would re-team on a podcast behind a paywall. That podcast, called The Fighter in the Rinks, launched last Friday on Patreon, where fans pay $5 a month for access. And yet, after just one episode of the new venture, its future is already uncertain. Amy Kaufman has a problem with Bryan Callen. On Wednesday, Callen told the Patreons in a video update that due to forces that are beyond our control, the fight in the rinks was on hold. In its place, he said he would offer the Patreons other content, including a podcast about conspiracy theories with comedian Sam Tripoli and another with his hot take on the news. Callen was last seen in ABC's Schooled, a spin-off of the sitcom The Goldbergs, but the show was canceled after its second season ended in May. A prank show that he and Chris D'Elia were scheduled to make for Netflix was scrapped after D'Elia faced his own misconduct allegations in June. Callen is still scheduled to perform 2 stand-up comedy gigs in October per his website. Amy Kaufman is trying to end Bryan Callen for some reason, but he was dropped by his talent agency. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.